So let us talk about Stone Geary utility functions. So they are very much like Cobb-Douglas only. So, but they have the level of subsistence also added to them. So you have this kind of the utility function, u is equal to x minus x naught to the power alpha, y minus y naught to the power beta, where x naught and y naught are the subsistence level. So subsistence level means you have to have this, otherwise you will die. You need to have x more than this x naught level. You need to have y more than this y naught level. If you have less than this, your utility is going to be negative. You will die simply, right? So this is given to us that x is greater than equal to x naught and y is greater than equal to y naught. And alpha plus beta is also 1 to make our life simple. So individual should have this minimum amount of x and y, should have this minimum amount of x and y. And the individual consumes the positive utility of the good only if he is going to consume more than this. He will have the positive utility level only if he consumes x more than x naught, because the moment x is equal to x naught or x is less than x is less than x naught, your utility is negative. X is also equal to x naught, your utility is 0. You will have a positive amount only if x and y are greater than their respective x naught and y naughts, right? So, and supposedly if x naught and y naught are both 0, then this utility function simply reduces to what? Cobb-Douglas? No. This utility function simply reduces to what? Cobb-Douglas function. So one thing is there that you have the minimum amount of x and a minimum amount of y here. This x naught, you have this y naught. And after this, your indifference curve will have the same shape as the Cobb-Douglas function only. The only thing is that this curve is scaled up, right? So you can say that your utility is 0 at this particular point where x naught, y naught are both 0. Or either x naught or y naught is x naught, y naught 0 means your x is equal to x naught and y equals to y naught. Or either of them. You got it? So if x is equal to x naught or y is equal to y naught, your utility is 0. Only if x is greater than x naught or only if y is greater than y naught, you will have positive utilities. So after this, the shape is same. After this, the shape is same. You can also check the MRS also if you want. So MRS for this is del u by del x upon del u by del y. For this function, huh? For this function. So it is what? Your alpha x minus x naught to the power alpha minus 1 y minus y naught to the power beta whole upon x minus x naught to the power alpha to the power beta minus 1. So once you solve this, you will have what? Alpha upon beta. And what you can do is that you can take this x minus x naught below. So it is y minus y naught. You can take this thing up. So it is beta minus 1 whole upon x naught. You can take this thing down. So it is alpha minus 1. So this could be written as alpha upon beta y minus y naught upon x minus x. So if x naught, y naught are 0, this has the same MRS also. Right? And you can check that del MRS by del x also is less than 0, showing that it has diminishing MRS, which means that preferences are convex. Acha, in case if you're going to spend, suppose what is your expenditure if you're going to consume just your subsistence level, and that expenditure has to be made. You don't have a choice in that. So if you consume X naught and Y naught, what is the expenditure on the subsistence? X naught, Y naught is subsistence. So what is the expenditure on subsistence? Y naught. P1 X naught plus P2 Y naught. And what is my income which is left after I have spent on expenditure? So one thing you have to understand, I don't have a choice of not spending this. I will have to spend this to live. This much I need. This much has to be done. Right? So my income after I have purchased this bundle is M minus P1 X naught plus P2 Y naught. So this this is what my M star is. So M star was the supernumerary income. Right? Supernumerary income. So understand one thing, just to recall, that if you have the utility function like U is equal to X to the power alpha, Y to the power beta, in that case, what is X star? Alpha upon alpha plus beta, M upon P1, right? And what is Y star? Beta upon alpha plus beta, M upon P2. This is what it is. Now, in the case of Stone Geary utility functions, the optimals will be what? X star would be, see, if I say that I consume this much, I consume here, then beta, this means now that this includes this much of X naught. That is there now. You don't have a choice in that. Huh? So X naught is there in that. And then you have a choice of spending your M star in whichever. So M star is your free income. Free income in the sense your income or disposable income, which you can spend in any way you like. After you have purchased the subsistence amount of X and Y, you have a choice of spending this income in whichever way you like. So it is very much like this only in your normal Cobb-Douglas function. So here you will have X naught plus, if your income would have been M star, what is your X star then? Alpha upon alpha plus beta, M star upon P bar. Beta, alpha plus beta is what? 1 now. You got this now? All of you? That is, this is that part which is compulsory. And this is how I'm going to spend my remaining income. So I'll spend the remaining income the way I would. So I will just maximize my normal thing, and I will be, this income is just given to me the way I want to spend. So it is alpha upon alpha plus beta, M star upon P1. And Y star would be Y naught plus beta upon alpha plus beta, M star upon P2. But what is also given to you is alpha plus beta is 1. Just given to you. So this is the way you find out the optimals here. You guys are with me? Okay, we'll stop here. We'll take the discussion further in the next class. Thank you.